Hey everyone, welcome to another video in Le Mans Ultimate. We are at the Circuit of Americas again. Since my last video, I switched over to the Corvette, and a little extra speed and a little more stability as well. Qualified P6 in this race out of 19, felt pretty good considering those top 3 or 4 guys are pretty quick, or at least a second even quicker than me. But we'll see what we can do in this race.
Green flag, green flag.
Clean start, everyone's holding their position. I get a pretty good start. Inside's clear, so I end up looking inside and try to go for a pass here. Got one car off the right there, cleared that. Almost got wiped out there as well. And I'm side by side with this guy going into the S's, end up just backing off. No point now, forcing the issue. So pretty happy with that start. Already up to P5 1 position. Now just a matter of getting in line, warming up the tires, warming up the brakes, and hitting my marks, and getting to the end. Like I had mentioned, I switched over to this Corvette. Just felt a lot better under braking with this car. You can see in the rearview mirror collision there.
Yellow flag in sector 2. It looks like Christoph has gone off.
Everyone's pacing pretty good. Leader's already 4 seconds ahead of me. P2's right on his tail though. But really the goal is just here to stick with him. You never know what's going to happen. Love this set of turns, pretty much flat out. If you can hit it right. That's a crucial turn right there as well. It sets up for the last turn pretty good. I dialed in the setup pretty good for the S's there. I just felt that this car could take the S's a lot better than the setup that it had for the Aston Martin. So things are starting to kind of quiet down. I've only got about a second gap to the driver behind me, and then 3 seconds or more from P7 onwards. So not in too much of a rush here to worry about losing positions.
Yellow flag.
And there's another position right there.
We think Mario spinned it. Green flag sector 3.
So now we're up to P4. Still have 21 minutes left though, so still lots of racing left. Gotta take care of the tires and hit my marks. It's such a technical track. I mean, it's got tons of speed, but those turns, I just feel like you really gotta be on your mark.
The leader has just done a 205 on 2.
You see right there, kind of made a mistake. Ended up having made a mistake. They're downshifting, so threw me off. But still in the 206s. I think my personal best was a high 205, but I'm not too concerned with trying to hot lap, especially in longer races. I mean, just burns up tires.
Yellow flag. We think that Lynch has stacked it. Sector 1 is green.
And through the S's,
Okay,
now
Charlie,
we got about a
keep it nice and smooth. Come on, let the
1.6
race come to us. 20
gap,
minutes remaining.
1.5
20 minutes left.
on the guy behind me. So slowly increasing that lead.
Green flag sector 1.
Yeah, so now that driver behind us just binned it. So we got Mario in P5 right behind us. That was that car, that Porsche that originally spun back a couple laps. So kind of keeping an eye on him, the gap,
Sector 2 is yellow.
considering that he qualified just ahead of us. So
Spun off.
we'll see what his race pace is.
Sector 2 is green.
And Mario ended up wrecking as well. So now I've got a 5-second gap on P5. So I can kind of take a little breather here now.
Incident in sector 2, yellow flag. Sector 3 is green.
And it looks like P3 actually went slightly off
All right,
course
Charlie,
there.
the next car is Panic. Focused. We're still in this.
So pretty uneventful race at this point. Not a whole lot of action. Still about 14 minutes left. A few drivers, including myself, maybe we're kind of missing our marks, making little mistakes here and there. So
Sector 3 is now clear.
it really comes down to who can keep it the cleanest. And we're just finishing lap 5, starting lap 6.
Time was at 0.6,
And the gap to P5, and well, it's increasing now to 6.5 seconds. I just felt so much better on the exit as well with this car. I could really lay down the hammer a lot better compared to the Aston Martin. And P3 just went off the track there. So now we're back down to just under a 2-second gap. So now I'm starting to think, okay, we have just over 12.5 minutes left. P3 is kind of starting to show that they can't really quite keep the car on track. They've already gone off twice at least. And if I can get in his rear view mirror, I think I can put a little pressure on him, force him off again. We'll see what happens. Now we got an 8-second gap on P5.
6.65.
Yeah, lap time's consistent. I'm in the 206s. I'll take that. Compared to my 207s and 208s in Aston Martin. One thing I noticed about the Corvette, it burns a little less fuel than the other cars that I was driving. So it's
Sector 2, yellow flag.
retaining its weight a little longer than the other cars, but
It looks like Pascal has been it. Green flag.
it's all a
sector
trade-off.
2.
All these cars are stacked up pretty equal in terms of speed and tire wear and whatnot. Oh, look at that. That driver that was 6-7 seconds behind us now stacked it. So 13-second gap to P5. Got a lap car we
Sector
just
3 is clear. Green flag.
cleared there. really haven't lost a ton of time now. It's P3. I'm kind of starting to wondering if his off-track excursions kind of burned out some of his tires. Oh, and there he goes. He just spun around.
Sector 3.
That time was
Green flag, sector 2, we think. Panic. Distracted. Great
So now
stuff.
we
Keep it
are in
going, mate.
P3. Looking pretty good.
10
Looks like
minutes
he
remaining, 10 minutes.
stayed clear of the wall there, so he turned right around, and now we got about a 5, just over 5-second gap on
Okay,
P4.
Charlie, you've used half your fuel.
So now I'm thinking, okay, this is looking pretty good. Podium finish. I'll take it.
Incident in sector 1. Sector 1 is yellow.
Of course, now it's
Sector 1 is
my
clear.
podium to throw away at this point.
Sector 3 is
With
now clear.
just 9 minutes left. About a 9-second gap from the leader. And about 7 seconds to P2. Still about a 5-second gap to P4, so he's hanging it in there with me. I'm not really gaining much, which, hey, I'll take it at this point. The leader's slowly pulling away, maybe half a second per lap. And with just over 6 minutes left, we're looking at about 3 laps remaining in the race. Yeah, I missed one of my marks there. Had a downshift back to second a little earlier than normal. Missed the mark there. Locked up the brakes.
We think that Lynch has stacked it.
Although my gap to P4 pretty much stays the same, even despite those minor mistakes. Alright, so this should be the last lap coming up here.
time for 2.
Okay, Charlie, 1 more to go. Keep it together, we'll be on the podium. That was a 206.87.
Alright, so the pressure's on. Gotta stay focused and relaxed. Almost a 6-second gap to P4 there. P2's not too far behind the leader, 1.5 seconds or so.
Has gone off.
Alright, so this is an important braking zone. Make sure I don't go off and lose any time. Nailed it. Happy there. And I get crossed up. Thinking, oh crap. P4's coming right back on me. There he is in my mirror. 2 seconds. Thankfully, my car didn't spin all the way around and it's actually pointing right at the next portion of the track that I needed to go. So I didn't need to do, turn around and do anything crazy. Just put it back in first gear and get going here. But damn, my heart was pounding at that point. So I'm thinking, man, I just threw away a podium position. Right there, I just took it nice and easy as well down to first, which I normally don't do in that last turn. And
we're on the podium. Good drive. Okay, pit stop.
I will take it. Wasn't pretty that last few turns, but I will take it. And it was all in all good race. P6 up to P3 in a field of 19. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.